Strength and beauty. It is the inheritance that the moon gave to the women, and in addition, left the clothes that they were wearing. Creative Learning, in its Aid to Artisans Division, is a U.S. nonprofit organization that creates opportunities for low-income artisans and artisans who are inspired by their traditions to develop profitable businesses. In order to implement a project in the Yucatan Peninsula, Mexico, Aid to Artisans and Creative Learning conducted a study on the social and economic situation of families producing handicrafts to identify the problems and potentialities of the artisan sector in their different techniques. To carry out the study, about 721 producers and artisans were interviewed. Organized in 83 groups using different techniques, 3 states were visited in Campeche, Yucatan, and Quintana Roo. 60 localities in 28 municipalities, of which 16 have been identified by the Kellogg Foundation as priorities. Among the techniques found are handmade and machine embroidery, the urbido of hammocks, textile and seed jewelry, wood carving, basketwork of bejuco, and hats and other accessories made with palm of guano and hippie hapa. In addition, producers were located that process foods such as honey and its derivatives, habanero chile, and salt and pepper. Meetings were held with representatives of artisanal organizations in each of the regions to share their findings of the study and to analyze the project proposals in order to have their approval, feedback, and suggestions. This stitch is called Ixmanicte, which means hand-embroidered flower or flower of rose, arising from an occasion when my grandmothers were sewing and this stitch was already missing. My grandmother used to say that when you begin stitching, you must finish it, for if you do not finish, all of the threads and materials in your sewing purse will turn into snakes. I do not know if this is true or coincidence, but one day a snake was killed and it was said that in order to learn this stitch, one had to pass their hand over the skin of the snake, which my grandmother made me do. Coincidentally or not, I also dreamt that I was stitching a drawing. So when I awoke at dawn, I quickly grabbed my weave and needle and I began to take the stitch out. That is why they say that it looks like the skin of a snake. I began to teach my other companions, and so began the whole story of Stitch Rescue. You can help us with training courses on measurement and size. We try to be innovative by searching in catalogs, rob shops, and the internet for new seasonal designs and accessories. We have a very wide market in some handicraft stores. Some Germans, Asians, and Europeans come through, but their size is different from ours. It's not the same to sell here than in Mexico City. We try, but the problem lies in the translation of sizes.
The middleman takes most of the profits by purchasing our goods, quadrupling the price, and selling it to the tourists.
Nosotros lo elaboramos y tenemos que buscar un mercado, tenemos que buscar dónde se nos compre.
We must find markets to sell our handicrafts in order to make a little income, especially in the off seasons. If we do not sell, we do not eat. I hope they can help us to find new marketplaces to sell our work. Thank you. Sometimes buyers ask us for other designs, which we do not know. We need to learn more. The products they produce are unique, made with their amazing hands and their traditional colors that interweave the dreams and imaginations. That empower the Indian businesswoman.